what is best for business is I main event WrestleMania. And what is best for business is, for the first time, I confidently say that I'm going to win a 17th championship. So I'm announcing tonight that I will compete in the Elimination Chamber. And I'm saying that because after 23 years of loyal service to this company, I feel that opportunity is earned. And yes, I'm flying back to Hungary to film a movie, so what I'm going to do is give my 5 other opponents 1 month to slander my name and bolster their self-confidence the best that I can. I told Toronto when I announced my retirement that I was grateful for the city and I would be back. And I would be back to kick ass. It is time to walk that talk and be who I say I am. I am going to the Elimination Chamber to win, and I'm going to main event my final appearance in WrestleMania.
Do you really wanna taste that? Well, then get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. STRAWS raw with Eric B and Randy C. Chickens of bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B., and they call me the Raw Dog. And I'm here on the Huge Pop Radio Hub, bringing you the worst Raw review on the internet, or the best, depending on where you look it up. It's the STRAWS Raw review. Thank you for joining me and my puppy in crime, the one, the only, Randy C. Randy, give a little bit of a bark to the people there in Radio Land.
Bark. Billboards talk to each other via sign language. Hey everybody! Hey Eric B! Hey it's me, Randy C. Hey Randy! Hi Randy! How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good.
Randy, yeah, Randy's got his 3 personalities he's chatting with over there, and we're good.
It looks like he gained a little weight. Yeah, put it all in my cheeks. Hey everybody, it's me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by something. We're powered by interiorplants.ca. Want your home or office to look more beautiful? Talk to the doctor of Planomics and she'll help you out. That's interiorplants.ca. We're also powered by Huge Pop Radio. Go to hugepopradio.com or iHeartRadio or anywhere you download your podcasts or music. They want to give a special thanks to TSN 690 for the continued support and everyone listening. So go please like, subscribe, and share whatever podcast provider you're using. That's Huge Pop Radio with Donnie De Silva and Jimmy Caderas, where they talk and give a little news, pops and flops, as well as an interview here or there, and I'll leave it for a surprise this week, but it's a good one this week. You don't want to miss out. And that's every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on TSN Radio, TSN 690, as well as on all podcast platforms. Also, the Smack Daddies. The Smack Daddies are your East Coast podcasting champions of the world, and they bring you the SmackDown review every Saturday morning here on the Huge Pop, the Hub. They review the SmackDown, tell you what they like, and Greg tells you definitely what he dislikes every single week. Go to their website, smackdaddies.ca, or just look them up here on the Hub. We're also powered by THT, the handshaking team, with my buddy and partner in crime here, Mr. Eric B, where he's not showing his little stuff that he does raffles and everything as we're speaking on the camera, because you know YouTube Fooks, oh man, my speech is bad today, folks. He's gonna pull something off his shelf right now and show it to you on the fine people of YouTube on what he does. He has figures, micro brawlers, signed figures daily, pretty much daily in raffles and or auctions. Go to the Handshaking Team on Facebook, facebook.com/the Handshaking Team, where you may be a lucky winner of a patch. I think he's holding his hand, and I can't see the figure. What is it? Oh, a Beckett certified ultimate, and now it's too close to the camera. Please explain it, Eric B. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There. It's reflecting up against the camera. We're not having a good day today on that aspect. But that's THG, the Handshaking Team. We're also powered by Chiquita Bananas. Why, Monroe?
Monkeys never claps.
No, they never cramp, and neither do the questions flowing in as well as the Royal Rumble over the weekend.
Ooh,
Eric B,
what?
how are you today?
I'm ready for questions and Rumble talk, that's for sure. I'm doing good, Rand. I'm doing really good over here, Rand. I had a nice Rumble weekend, got to rest it off afterwards. A nice early start and a late finish, though, may I add. Holy moly, 4 hours and 15 minutes of Rumble goodness. It kind of flew by a little quickly, but sometimes slowed down a little bit. The poor singles matches, but the tag team match was really good too. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say about the Rumble. I know a lot of people on the internets have a lot of things to say, which is going to be heavily brought into the light during this review of the Raw review. But Randy, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing okay. My back still hurts. I apologize to all last week. I had a busy last week with appointments, so on and so forth. So I tried to schedule it in, and it was just hectic a week. So
It was difficult, guys. They finally caught Randy. It took a week to bail him out, but we got him back finally. We got him back. Do you want to tell the people what you were in for, or what?
Yeah, sure. I protested against the tariffs against Chiquita Bananas, and yeah, they didn't like it. At the end, it is me, the consumer, and the small business that has to pay these tariffs, and they're already expensive right now. So I led up a group, and we stormed the border. And
now, folks, I don't know if you realize this, but Randy is the reason why there is a 30-day pause on said tariffs.
That's right.
So, Randy, thank you for your sacrifice, which was entirely banana-based. Let's face this right now. It was entirely based on bananas and nothing else. But if it saves the people some money for 30 days, Randy, you are a king. A king of Chiquita Bananas, a king of this huge pop radio hub, and a master of questions from our listeners as well. Everybody loves to ask Randy questions. Randy, you got listener questions for us today? Are there any
Yes, I do.
questions?
Yes, I do have listener questions. And again, thank you, everybody. And thank you, Eric, for stopping out playing with his mic and his bass stand. That would be fantastic. And I'm sure everybody appreciates it. But in turn, yes, I have questions. Question number 1 from Danny with an I, not a Y. Please don't confuse me. What did you guys think of the Royal Rumble? Do you see any stories coming out of it? Plus, did you guys get Elimination Chamber tickets? Looking for a friend. Danny, thank you for the question. What did we think of Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber? Yeah, we're going. We will be there. No, we haven't got our tickets yet, and I think you can find somebody that can help you out. But in turn, I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. I loved both of the Rumbles. I like the stories that are coming out of it. There's a whole bunch of different things and ways and everything that go. The performer of the night for me, as you probably see on my Facebook post, Roxanne Perez. What a star. What a star. I get it. I know why they put it on Charlotte. But after we talk a little about the review tonight, maybe it wasn't a good idea to do it that way. Maybe they could have made a new star out of it. But even with the men's, Jey Uso, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like, where's Jey Uso? What could happen? You never know what could happen, right? He became a main event with winning the Royal Rumble, eliminating John Cena. So yeah, I loved it. I think honestly it was the best women's Rumble ever they put on. And 2, I think the men's Rumble for all the little stories that were going inside, was probably the most eventful for storylines ever as well. But what about you, Eric? What did you think of it?
I just thought that they're like I actually rewatched the Rumble. I woke up early this morning too, so I rewatched parts of the Rumble and especially the end there of the men's Rumble. And it's the first time in a very long time that I've actually been surprised by anything in WWE programming. So for everything that's pre-written into the story about John Cena taking the championship eventually, taking that record, it's just going to become a little bit harder for him. And now with the introduction of Jey Uso into the main event there at Mania, there's just not enough spots for everything that we all want to happen, folks. So what's going to happen? For the first time in a long time, we don't really know, which is great. And I don't know, Randy. I thought it was pretty crazy to see fans before Raw talking about what if Jey Uso comes out and gets booed. That guy is not getting booed anywhere. He was so astronomically over before this, and now after this, he's just even more over. So this guy is just incredible. Finally getting some serious comeuppance. I watched a little video too about like what John Cena said in his ear after the win, and what Cena told him is, I remember the first tour that you and your brother were on with me, and I told you guys you're gonna be okay. So it just, oh man, all of these long-term storylines, the camera angle, the masterclass of the cameraman who picked up a lurking Roman behind an unbeknowing Seth Rollins until it finally kicked into him. Oh shit, we've got some serious history. Randy, the future storylines that were developed just in the last 5 to 10 minutes of the Royal Rumble match itself were wild.
100%. 100%. Braun Breaker versus everybody. Jacob Fatu looking like a star versus anybody in that ring too. Questions of the night though. Where was Solo? Where was Tamatonga? Like certain people I thought would be there weren't there, which highlighted others. Solo should definitely be in like a Rumble for title shots, especially after the year he just had. But I don't understand why it wasn't there. But in turn, again, you've seen a whole bunch of different things. Drew McIntyre, right? Where's his direction now? Seth Rollins, CM Punk, like so many different ways that could be pulled. Logan Paul, the guy that probably is the least talked about through the Royal Rumble. Logan Paul, star,
became WWE's greatest heel in that very moment. He was already an excellent heel, but he became the greatest heel on the roster in that one moment. Future storylines, yeah, Logan Paul versus CM Punk, Drew McIntyre versus WWE really is what it's sounding like. Seth versus Roman, like just the pop that one stare down got. Like that is a WrestleMania match. That has to be a Mania match. This whole Priest and Drew McIntyre thing, where Drew might be actually legitimately pissed off about what happened at the end of the Rumble. But we know that Drew is excellent at working us as well. But yeah, the Rumble, a very long-winded answer, but the Rumble was absolutely great.
And are you going to Elimination Chamber?
Hell yeah, I'll be at
Okay,
Elimination
yeah,
Chamber. I'll
be
be
there.
eliminating. I'll be there with John Cena and somebody else who was determined tonight.
There you go. And join us and the Smack Daddies. Look around for us because the Smack Daddies are in town. So, yeah, it should be a fun weekend. I got a couple of things planned I haven't even talked to you about yet. So please stay tuned.
Oh, beefy.
We got another one from our friend, Rob Arbic. Do you like my shirt? Rob, the people can't see it. He sent us Legends of a mask shirt. Rob Arbic, the Mr. Man of wrestling merch, t-shirt number 730. Yes, with all the masks in it. Mil Mascaris, you got La Parka, I believe there. The Darkness. It was very good. Blue Demon, yes.
Yeah, he's got Blue Demon. He's got everybody in that goddamn shirt. Shirt number 730 is a feat that is like unreal in my eyes. I'd like to know where shirt number 1 is. I'd like to know where shirt number 1 is, and if anybody's checked on it in a very long time, if it's doing okay.
It was
Are
about
these
a year
shirts
ago.
somewhere stored in bags? Like,
No,
what's
no,
going
he
on?
wears them. He wears them. He look back on his little thing. He starts with shirt number 1. So
Oh, I know. I'm just wondering though, like, where's shirt number 1 now? Is anybody sent for help? Like, does somebody need to send for help? Like, they needed to send for help after the Grammys when Kendrick Lamar's "They Ain't Like Us" was sung by everybody at the Grammys, especially the A minor part. Do they need to check on Drake? Like, we need to check on Rob Arbig's shirt number 1.
there you go. There you go. We have another question here from Paul C. This is a new name. I've never seen it.
Paulie C.
Paul C. That's all it
Yeah,
says here.
Paulie C. He's not from Jersey Shore, folks, but he's cool. Let's go, Paulie C. What up?
I was with you guys. I wanted Roxanne Perez. Charlotte Flair. Really? What do you guys think?
It's the de facto way to go when you really don't have that much going on in the storyline of the women's division, folks. Charlotte's back. She's done this before. She's in the role, and she's already embracing the heel portion of the role very well. So, yeah, I think that it's. I don't think it's a great decision by any means, but I just don't see what other direction you were going to go in. And for them to give us 2 huge surprises in one night would have been crazy. So the Jey surprise was one that was big enough. Would Roxanne winning have overshadowed that? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Charlotte Flair fan, so I'm indifferent to it, truly.
Well, with myself, I wasn't surprised Charlotte winning, especially when you heard her coming back. But I think where the surprise is I don't think she's supposed to come back as a heel. I think her coming back actually trying to be, well, we'll talk a little later about it tonight on our Raw review, but trying to be a face and getting the reaction of a heel is one time did it remind me of exactly went on after she won and you heard the crowd. Is I was there, Hogan and The Rock, when Hogan is a heel with everyone, and then all of a sudden the crowd can turn somebody face in a heartbeat. That's the feeling I felt. Charlotte's like, hey, look at me, I'm a face, I will win. Boo! No, I'm not, I'm a heel. And then you're still not getting it tonight. But that was the exact same reaction. Like the reactions for the Women's Rumble 2 was incredible. Alexa Bliss coming out, the roof blown off. Charlotte comes out, crickets. Like, you know what I mean? Like you definitely Trish coming out was a bigger pop. Don't get me wrong. Congratulations back
Nikki Bella got a bigger pop, even though there's video footage. There's video footage of the bar that's showing the Royal Rumble, and as soon as Nikki Bella's number comes up, nobody in the bar reacts at all. Nobody is unhappy or happy. They're just like, oh man, and they're really pushing that Nikki Bella is back, and I hope that she's not like back full time, man. I really hope that she's not back full time. I hope this is a one-off.
Do you want to know my opinion on that?
Yeah, please.
Nikki Bella had a hard year last year. WWE, we've said this over and over again, are trying to do feel-good stuff all over the place. Like, again, she did have a hard year. I'm not going to say it. Was I a fan of Nikki Bella before? No, not really. Am I a fan of Nikki Bella right now? As a wrestler? No, not really. But she has had trials and tribulations over the last year or two. So for her to come back was probably for emotional support on herself, and the WWE being behind her for this comeback is definitely good for her. People just don't get it, or people just don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's not fair to her, right? Because she's been very quiet and everything about it. But it's just not what the people wanted, right? They wanted to see a Becky Lynch, but you can't put a Charlotte and a Becky Lynch in the same, because then it will drown one or the other out, right? Especially if somebody wins or loses. They did it perfectly. Like, the people they had in there, they did it perfectly. Like Alexa Bliss, the perfect surprise. Like I said, perfect surprise. But,
yeah.
it was just done well, except for, and that's only biased opinion. I wanted Roxanne to win. I get why Charlotte did.
Alexa Bliss had an agreement with the WWE to join into the Royal Rumble only at 5 a.m. Saturday morning. Before that, she was not confirmed, and what I'm hearing is Shotzi Blackheart's spot. So Shotzi was moved out of the Rumble to bring back Bliss, which is very good decision, obviously, especially with the pop that Alexa Bliss got. She was definitely the de facto fan favorite in the female women's rumble instantly. And even if they see in that situation, even if they were trying to push Alexa Bliss as a heel upon her return, people are still going to cheer her. If they're trying to push Charlotte as a face on her return, which they definitely were, and you can tell that from the whole start of her promo and the end of the rumble and everything. I don't know. She's heavily disliked, right? Ultimately, anybody who has like a great amount of success or garnishes that many title wins, eventually we get kind of sick of them. People were sick of John Cena for years and years and years, and now because he's on a retirement tour, they want one more time, and they were actually mad, fuming about it that he didn't win the Rumble, where the right decision was made, in my opinion.
Well, Alexa's definitely been looking forward to this moment because of her gear. I know her gear was done by the same person that did the Fiend's gear, with little, well, obviously with the Fiend being on it, but in, I guess, highlighted or being able to see, it said friend in it with the glow in the dark type thing that you only see in certain lighting. So was it planned for that day or 5 o'clock? Maybe that was the last minute on it, but she probably had this gear for a little bit and ready for this time to come back. But no matter what, it was a good way to see her. So I'm definitely very happy to see her.
Well, we're going to see what happens with her next, because another keen-eyed observer zoomed in on the doll's face, and one eye is an A, like an anarchy A, and the other one is a 6. So we know where Alexa Bliss is heading, folks.
100%. But yeah, those are the questions. Thank you all. Send them again, more in. We'll definitely respond to all of them that we can. I have a couple more here, but we're going to have this episode go on forever if we keep answering. So please send them in, and we'll get to them.
As PG-13 as possible, too, please, folks.
Yes, please. Please. Thank you.
For the love of God, Gimpy.
But should we get into, I guess, this week's WWE Raw from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, Eric B?
In Cleveland, Ohio, okay, yeah, we can talk about wrestling. We can talk about some wrestling. Even though the world is still reeling over the Luka Doncic Anthony Davis trade, what the hell is going on, sports fans? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind here. It's also mentioned multiple times on the broadcast.
Yes.
So anyways, guys, yes, we are here in Cleveland, Ohio, the home of many greats, such as The Miz and Logan Paul. Will we see one or two of them tonight? We'll find out, folks. We will definitely find out. But the post-Mania Raws, the post-Rumble Raws, there's always something that's a little special to them. Always somebody who comes back, or an introduction, or building up further here on the winners. And this is how we're going to start tonight. We're going to start with main event Jey Uso coming in for the crowd, beloved by everybody. I can't believe that people on the internet are actually saying otherwise. And people, oh man, internet wrestling community, sometimes you guys absolutely drive me crazy with not being happy about anything. People obviously wanted John Cena or CM Punk to win this year. It didn't happen, and for good reason. Jey Uso is so over. Just strap the rocket on this man and let him ascend to the moon. Jey is so touched by this moment that he can barely even speak. Not only is he not able to get the words out, but you can see the emotion on his face that it's hard to talk through even. Randy, from being just a meme and a punchline to going to the main event at WrestleMania, can you even fathom what this feels like for Jey Uso?
Couldn't at all, but you can definitely see at the beginning here on how it fathomed for him. Definitely a highlight of his career, right? Something that he always wanted, and I They gave him the opportunity, and the fans are behind him as well. He feels the support. That's what wrestling should be, right? Cheer for your faces and boo for the heels. And definitely, he is the biggest face in the company right now.
Yeah, and people think that this is just a bit for business kind of situation because his merch is selling through the roofs right now. It's not only the merch, he's super popular. He's relatable. His story is coming up from the bottom, kind of making his way here really later in his career into a single star. It just, people love it. They love it. They can relate to it. You know who they don't love? No, not really, because we love him. Here comes Gunther making his way to the ring to talk some smack to Mr. Jey Uso, because if Jey Uso chooses him, he has to remember he can't even lace Gunther's boots. But you know what? Jey Uso says no yeet to that. No yeet, sir. As not only will he walk in, if he decides to take on Gunther, or whoever he decides to take on, Cody, he will walk in the main event as main event Jey Uso, and he will walk out as world champion. Randy, what do you think about a little Gunther and Jey Uso action happening at WrestleMania? And the secondary follow-up to that question is, will either Gunther or Cody drop their belts before Mania?
Yeet! No, it will definitely be. And it's the only one that can make it for WrestleMania. I think this is going to be night 2, even. This might be main event for night 2 on how popular it is. Gunther versus Jey Uso for the 14th or 15th time, which is fine because every dog has its day. Like I've said, and you said all along, there is a reason why he is losing to Gunther. It's not because Gunther is, well, it is because Gunther is dominating. Gunther is Gunther. And Jey Uso has only been main event-ish if you look at his win-loss record. But guess what? He earned this spot. So earning the spot to get this title shot at WrestleMania, he is facing Gunther. Nobody's going to lose this belt beforehand. And he is going to win. You heard it. You heard it. You heard it here first on STRAWS Raw. And if I'm wrong, you didn't. But in turn, he is winning at WrestleMania.
Jeez, Jey Uso, who not only got a standing ovation, but did one more round of his theme song as well with the crowd. That was great. Definitely completely put to waste all of this BS online of people talking about how he doesn't deserve it, how they're not paying for it at WrestleMania, etc., etc., etc. This guy is over like Rover, and we're gonna have a nice big fight here between these two gents at Mania. And yes, I don't see any way that Jey Uso is not walking out with that belt. Like, it has to happen at this point. It has to happen.
Whatever belt he chooses, but in turn, I think it's going to be Gunther's. Gunther is
the
holding on to the
NXT
belt.
title.
Yeah, right.
I saw people I'm telling you, I saw people online saying, the craziest things. Jey Uso, not only, he doesn't have to challenge Gunther or Cody, he can also challenge Obafemi for the NXT title. Or this is the best one, Randy. He could challenge Joe Hendry for the TNA title.
Good. That'd be all right, actually. That wouldn't be too bad.
Not at WrestleMania.
Not at WrestleMania. Not at WrestleMania. TNA next week, maybe, but not at WrestleMania.
Champion versus champion after Mania? Sure. But before then, no. No. It has to be. Again, we're looking at the same situation with Cody. It had to be that championship. It couldn't have been the other one. And this is the same way with good old Jey here. Anyways,
Jey is making a tour to SmackDown this week to talk to Cody. But
he has to.
He
has to make his rounds. Is he going to show up on NXT as well?
No.
No.
He didn't. No, he didn't announce it. Somebody else gets announced later on, but not he's not.
He's not challenging Obafemi. Let's just get that completely.
He's challenging for the Heritage Cup, like you said. You heard it here first. Eric B is right. when Jey Uso challenges for the Heritage Cup at WrestleMania. But if
wait,
he's wrong, don't tag him.
He's in the Owen Hart tournament, and
Okay,
that's
sorry.
it. That's what he's cashing his ticket in, folks.
Perfect.
All right, talking about Royal Rumble and talking about Royal Rumble greatness, it's Penta. Poor Penta got a lot of slack on the internet for that spot, but unfortunately, Marks, it doesn't stop his push, and it's not going to stop his push, as we see in this match here with one Ludwig Kaiser. And after we saw Penta throw Kaiser out of the Royal Rumble immediately, we knew this match was coming, right, Randy? They had to go there.
100%.
So
6 seconds.
Yeah.
Kaiser. 6 seconds. Our friend.
Kaiser.
Our friend,
Poor
everybody.
Kaiser. Man,
6
he's got
seconds.
6 seconds in the Royal Rumble. He's getting dogged by Logan Paul hitting on his girlfriend. There's just a lot of poor Kaiser moments going on right now.
Yeah,
but he
everybody
still
just
does...
says leave Tiffany Stratton alone and don't bring her into this. Kaiser's a star.
Yeah, they need to bring Tiffany Stratton into this immediately, though.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as possible. As soon as possible. But guys, like I said, we get Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. Penta's opening entrance just looks great every single time. Continue to present him like the superstar that he is. The Iron Man match of the Royal Rumble. Sorry, the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble match. Which, unfortunately, yes, his both feet did touch the ground, guys. I get it. But the ref didn't see it. And there's no instant replay for the ref, just for us. Right? Is that what we're going with?
No, as a face, you have integrity and you say, I'm out. But they couldn't within 30 seconds of a match. No, I'm playing. Everybody loved Penta, whatever way you want. But he just took shades of Eddie Guerrero, I guess you could say. It was a luchador beginning, so.
It was. So just imagine, though, if he went out of the ring, Yeah, seriously. We needed more Penta in the match. We needed more Penta in the match, and that's what we got. Anyways, recently WWE guys, especially Michael Cole, have been going pretty heavy into the history of anybody, no matter where they come from. And they're talking about Penta's reigns here in TNA as TNA champion. You have to remember, Pentagon was the world champion in TNA and in Lucha Underground. So the guy can hold belts. He can hold himself some belts, Rand.
Yeah, and the AAA or CMLL. He was a champion there, a tag team champion. He held almost every title there. He's definitely a belt collector.
He is definitely a collector of said belts, but not Mercedes Moné.
No,
we
fuck like Mercedes Moné. Sorry,
we actually like him. But yeah, we get again another good opponent here for Penta, working him way up the ladder here with tough guys and people who can throw down in matches just the same way that he does. Kaiser is definitely somebody who can take a shot and deal them out with his lovely kicks. Pentagon nails his tope con hilo this week and doesn't hit that massive thud on the ground, which is crazy. Randy, we're giving Penta like a lot of breaks, right? I feel like the internet is really hard on Penta, and we're just like, give us more Penta no matter what. But the internet is really hard on the guy with mistakes or that B word that not everybody likes in wrestling. I know I don't like it that much.
I wouldn't say this severely botches, but yeah, there's certain moves that he shouldn't do, or at least they should make a different camera angle with. That's about it. But it's Penta. It's Penta. It is Lucha Libre at its finest. Lucha Libre, the best TV is a bad camera angle. That's it. Seriously, that's what Lucha is to me, anyways. Right? So it's bad camera angles make everything look better.
Yeah, they needed that at the Rumble when Rey Mysterio tried to jump up on the shoulders of Penta and that awkward fall right onto Chad Gable's knees.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we don't see Chad Gable this week. Might be a reason why there.
I did.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I Netflix. Okay, but doesn't. I'll tell you when. But go ahead.
All right, fine. Yeah, you got the commercials. I forgot. All right. Anyways, this match ends, of course, with Kaiser is fighting back with his chops. He goes for his roll up, only gets a 2 count, and then is hit by Penta, worked into the sacrifice, has his poor arms or shoulder blades broken or whatever the hell that you do there. Hits him with the Penta driver, gets the win. Penta is rolling with some wins here, brother. and Jackie Redmond's going to come and talk to him about it. But you know who's going to interrupt him? Good old Butch. No, not really. It's Pete Dunne, folks. Don't tell him I said Butch.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that's the end of the match.
What else you want me to say? No, but anyways, Pete Dunne with the discretion, which leads to Ludwig Kaiser getting in some hits on Penta from behind. Pete Dunne and Kaiser kind of have a little stare down with each other as they cross paths. But yeah, working our way maybe into a three-way with these gents, or what do you think, Rand?
I don't know about a three-way, but maybe a tag team, or like Pete Dunne and Ludwig versus whatever, Penta and whoever. Guys, you guys, everybody's gonna hate me. I know this, but guys, I'm gonna say it anyways. I was never a Penta fan. I'm a La Parka fan. You hate me, I don't care. But I don't like the Zero Miro constantly. He's getting a little more with it too in this match.
Yeah.
Like
And
once
the
or
Rumble.
twice, yeah, once or twice is good, but when it comes like 9, like it's just a little too much for me. Don't get me wrong, the look, the entrance is absolutely fantastic, right? But Kaiser is much, I don't know. Just I didn't enjoy this. I really didn't enjoy this. And it was because of Penta. Like I don't know. I'm not a Penta fan. Like again, his matches are pretty much the same. The sacrifice is a great move. Don't get me wrong, man. I'd be sacrificing everybody and then don't see him. Like he should be doing that to Ludwig. We don't see him for 4 weeks. We should do it to Chad Gable. We don't see it for 4 weeks. You want to put him over? Yes, I am looking forward to some of the matches up against them, but like saving Braun versus Penta or whatever, that would be great to see. But then I think they're putting him in for the style change with these guys like a Ludwig and a Pete Dunne to get used to this style change, so he will get better. So if that is the case, and the Chad Gable, then I'm all for it. But it just, I don't know, too much Zero Miro for me. And other than the entrance, and he's a fellow mask wearer. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can see everything that you're putting down here. I can definitely see how that's the direction that they're going in, especially with the style change comment. I didn't really think about that before, but it does lead me to think that they haven't put him in the ring with a luchador yet. They haven't saddled him with a Latino versus Latino vibe that they do with everybody else. So they are protecting him, definitely protecting him very well. If we go from the Rumble, if we go through any other, missed spots or whatever else you want to call it, they're definitely protecting Pentagon as much. Pentagon. Jeez. Penta. Jeez, too many names.
Yeah.
Pentagon Jr., Penta Zero Miedo. Like, what the hell,
Dark
man?
Penta.
Dark
Penta.
Penta is my favorite. I like Dark Penta the most.
Penta Dark.
Pentagon
Dark.
Pentagon Dark, the best one of them all. Anyways, talking about the darkness, we go into the Judgment Day Clubhouse, and Finn Balor is just not happy with what's going on during his absence. Goddamn, JD McDonough almost died last week, people. If that man's head wasn't the size that it is, who knows if he would still be walking today. I'm sure that he has a lot of built-up natural skull defense there in that massive cranium of his. But yes, to one of our favorites here at the show, somebody who we call the de facto workhorse of WWE Raw. We hope that JD McDonough gets better very soon. Very scary fall last week.
100%.
And continued continued beatings after that as well. He just kept going with the match. What a champ. All right, talking about a champ. No, not really. But somebody who has held the championship a lot of times. It is Queen Charlotte Flair, and she is here to be cheered by all, right? No. She gets hit with a chorus of boos, and like Randy said at the start of the show, she definitely came back smiling, saying, I missed you guys, and then quickly had to turn it into, I even missed you guys booing me. Very awkward at first with her trying to get to that point of knowing that she has to do a quick turn to heel. What was she thinking? Is she going to go in as a face against Rhea Ripley? I don't know what the hell she was thinking. but she really is saved here by Rhea Ripley from continuing this promo. Um, Man, also I have to talk about it. The ring ramp walking into the Royal Rumble was the most ridiculous long thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There was no cart, no nothing, and we had to watch Charlotte Flair slowly peruse her way to the ring, which it seemed like 5 minutes, taking off the most ridiculous gear I've ever seen in my life.
Agreed.
Uh,
Agreed. It's Charlotte Flair, though.
the queen herself, and that gear was just awful. Just awful.
The
But
Queen
yeah.
of Mean.
Anyway, Charlotte goes on to say that she is here, to WWE Raw to check out Rhea, and that she's going to go to SmackDown. She's going to check out Tiffy. She's even going to go to NXT and check out Julia to see if that's the belt that she would go for. Randy, what the hell? Why do we even push this NXT option here with a Royal Rumble winner? Are you really going to cash in on NXT champion?
You know what? I would love to see a match against Julia and Charlotte Flair. Sorry, but I would just love to see that match. But I get why they're doing that, so Charlotte can get booed everywhere. No, it's they thought it would be a little different. Somebody does have to go on that run. We can't always presume, right? You can't be very presumptuous on who exactly she's going after, because that's what people want, right? They don't want to make people happy right off the start, right? Right, Cody? Right? No, not really. But yeah, this was Rhea came in and saved it, like you said. Begging for her to be able to beat the respect out of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Really mean mommy wanting to beat the living hell out of Charlotte. Here's my money. Let me see it. Like 100%. And let's
that's where
see
you
Rhea
need to
win.
go.
Yes.
That's where you need to go. This is the rubber match here, folks. Charlotte is here to do the job, and that's what she needs to do. And then people are like, but what happens after WrestleMania afterwards? Screw it. There'll be a whole new storyline at that point. We just need a few months here. We couldn't have rushed Roxanne Perez all the way to superstardom. She's not even on the main roster yet. Would it have been amazing to see it change that way and see somebody from NXT jump from, like a LeBron James, jump straight from high school all the way into the NBA and be competing for championships? That would have been the same thing with Roxanne if she would have won the Royal Rumble. But instead, we got to see Charlotte get booed on all brands to high heaven. And hopefully by the time that she gets to NXT this evening and to SmackDown on Friday, she's embraced that role as a heel a little bit better. We don't need to see any smiling at all. No smiling is required here.
What I would do with her right now is every place that she goes, I would talk, get that person to bring out that person. Like, you know what I mean? Whoever it may be, like a Julia, Rhea, whatever it may be. And now, knowing how the fans are going to react, as soon as the other person starts talking, beat the living hell out of her. That's how you get her back.
Yeah.
Like, make her that person. Not sitting there listening with a plastic smile that's a little crooked. But yeah, that's not how you do it. You beat people up.
Yeah, so many people are really funny on the internet with that stuff too. They're like, Charlotte's aged significantly. It's like, it's not age, folks. That's not what that is. But anyways, yeah, we'll move forward with that. No body talk here. We don't talk about women like that here on STRAWS Raw, Randy. We do not do it.
Yes, I have added weight to my cheeks. But no, we're not to women. To me, you can.
Oh man,
anybody else?
Yeah, you big idiot.
Body shaming.
Yeah, big body shaming idiot.
Yeah.
All right. Back into the back we go again here. Jackie Redmond is there with Sammy beloved Zayn, and he's talking about all he's going to do is lose no matter what.
And no, not really. He never said that, but that's what we're saying, and we're not wrong.
He doesn't have to say it. At this point, it's just the obvious. It's what's going to happen. But yeah, he's thinking about CM Punk, and he sees Jey Uso in the corner. goes to pay him his respects because Lord knows this is the first time these gentlemen have seen each other since the Rumble. Oh man, he doesn't care if Jey eliminated him with that super kick that wasn't meant for his honorary oos. He doesn't care about that. And you know what else we don't care about? Karrion Kross coming up to sneak up afterwards and talk to Sami Zayn. Yes, folks, this is what's going to happen. Karrion Kross will get a match against Sami Zayn. Maybe Sami will win this one.
Probably.
I hope so. I hope so. Somebody has to win anything, and that's what I thought we were going before the end of, the show, right? This is the thought process that I had as to where we were going before the end of the show. And now after what happened at the end of the show, I don't know what the hell you're doing with Karrion Kross.
No, I know. So actually, I forget where I listened to it, but I think they're pretty much right. Karrion Kross is 2025's version of Just Joe. 100%. Think of it, really. I'm not lying, right? Remember Just Joe?
Yes.
Oh, I think I'm yelling. My mic's echoing. I think tells people. But I think Karrion Kross is that person.
Oh man, Karrion Kross is there, guys. He's been there. Is there anything going on with him? No. Can he get a win against Sami Zayn? I mean, anybody can apparently. So yeah, it could very well happen.
Poor Sami.
Whatever. Poor Sami, I guess. He's still on TV every week. He's still making money. Still happy about that. But more in the back stuff. Iyo Sky, she's got a chance to get into the Elimination Chamber tonight in a match with Liv Morgan. And she tells Rhea Ripley that she will see her at WrestleMania, which leads the two of them to be attacked by Liv and Raquel. Oh no, what's this gonna do? Honestly though, as soon as I saw the attack happen, I was like, please don't do something crazy to get Rhea injured again. Like, for the love of God. I just thought I was gonna see I thought I was gonna see a random chair just fly into the camera out of nowhere, and I was just like, "Oh no, please, no! It's too close to WrestleMania."
Thinking about that, she did fly over that box pretty good.
Yeah, she did.
Good thought. Good call.
And then she grabbed her leg, and I was like, "Oh, no. Please say that." It's hard to tell anymore. It's hard to tell anymore if this is a work. What's a work, guys? I don't know. All right. Anyways, finally, Randy, after all the weeks, all of the heel work, the years worth of building these guys into heels, we finally have the New Day with new theme music coming out and fighting the LWO, which is comprised of Speed Champion Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. Oh, man.
They did empathize Speed Champion. It means absolutely nothing. You know what I mean?
And they emphasize it, but he can't have the belt with him. Nobody is allowed to actually wear said Speed belt if they show up on a main brand product.
X exclusive, right? So I get it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough for X. Blue Sky?
No, X. Oh, definitely not Blue Sky. That's a different. You got right and left there. Should we sit here and explain this to you right now? X is right. WWE is right.
Yes, they are.
No Blue Sky. There's no Blue Sky championship. I can guarantee you in WWE's for.
Yep. They are all right. I had myself going all left there for a second, but they are all right.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, we get the match we've finally been waiting for between Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day versus the LWO. It's what we've hoped was going to happen the first time that we saw the New Day turning heel, right? A feud that means so much. It means as much as this. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is not a feud. This is like a match.
I don't
call it a feud?
I think they've been working towards this being a feud.
Oh, okay.
Latinos versus the New Day.
Okay.
Insert random Latino here.
USA. It's USA versus Mexico. Way to go, Eric.
Only this time we're cheering for Mexico. No,
Can you tell we like X? Wink, wink. No,
dude. Could you Could you tell during the match here that there was a little bit of different work here in the ring for the New Day? Not so much of their happy face work, a little bit more of their heel work here in the ring. Could you tell that, or was that just me?
10,000%. 10,000% from the gear to the music to the in-ring work. Definitely heelish. Their comments to the crowd as they're wrestling, like Kevin Owens, heels. Yes, they are the Dark New Day.
Yep, some cheating going on. Some
Cheating.
not really cheating, but abuse of the rules as much as you possibly could.
Yeah.
I did like the work that we saw here in this match from the New Day. I kind of wish that we were just going towards this being a clean finish. Like clean finish would be nice. A little bit more cleaner would have been nice. But, you know, eventually we do have Logan Paul come out, who is just completely takes over the match. Him being at ringside takes over the match. The fans are chanting F you, Logan, and it's being bleeped out by Netflix. And when, as a premium subscriber member of Netflix, when we went to said commercials, they did not bleep out the swear words. There was full on F you, Logan. I think somebody used the F word to Logan in the crowd, and he turned around and he was like, hey, that was too far. That was too far. And then they cut, I don't know if you picked up on this, but they cut Logan's mic after that.
Oh no, I didn't catch
And Michael Cole was like, Logan Paul is going to get in a fist fight with a fan in the crowd. So they cut Logan Paul's mic because after the Rumble and Logan Paul grabbing a fan's Polaroid and smashing it, and that was not a work, folks. That was an actual fan's camera. We know that he doesn't really give too much of a shit about whatever rules they're throwing in his face.
100%.
Did you see that video?
Yes. 100%. You should link it to the bottom. Send me the link too.
Yeah, completely smashes the fan's Polaroid camera and just.
Oh, the camera. I thought you were talking about the sign. Sorry, and I didn't see that.
Oh no, he there was a fan with a Polaroid camera that he grabbed it and he completely spiked it on his way to the ring.
Jeez.
Like there was one of the parts that we missed on the 5-mile long runway walk to the ring, which by the way, I think like Ivy Nile ran all the way down. All of these poor people, they were running to the ring, and then they got to the ring. They looked so gassed. John Cena, when he got to the ring, it was like, this guy even survive? How are we going to push him over? It's insane. But yeah, that was a long ass ramp. Anyways, this is a long way for us to get to the end of this match. But getting towards the end of the match, Logan eventually distracts, gets Ray, hits him, catches him off guard here, leading to a Trouble in Paradise for the win here for the New Day, the evil New Day, finally getting a win here after the turn. And Logan Paul is hated by his own hometown and hated everywhere. They did an amazing job with what they did with Logan Paul in the Royal Rumble.
Logan Paul is a star. I don't care what anybody says on that aspect of it. He is a star. He understands the business. He understands what he's doing. He's loved wrestling. He's the top celebrity that ever came into to adjust as quick as he did. He knows how to work people. He knows how to work YouTube. He knows how to get out there and be that star he is. He's a perfect fit for wrestling. Like him or hate him, he's a perfect fit. I don't really care what anybody says, right? It doesn't, yeah, you can hate him. So if you hate him and you're saying all these comments, guess what? He's doing something right. So, yeah, perfect example of a heel. The Royal Rumble, yes, being in the final 4 of the Royal Rumble, or the final even 6, that's a feat on its own. A feat on its own.
Final 3. Yeah, final 3 and eliminating the guy.
CM Punk, yeah.
He eliminated the guy. It's not like, it's not even like he snuck in and got Roman Reigns or snuck in and got Seth Rollins. Dude, watching that back, it's just a masterclass of booking. To see the crowd in just a state of pure joy watching CM Punk throw out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at the exact same time, just to be literally tossed the F out of that ring. Not really safely, may I add as well, but tossed and flips the hell out of that ring. And just watching the crowd, their faces, let alone the audible shock and change, going from being that high to that low that quickly is just a masterclass of booking. And that's why Logan Paul is like the greatest heel in all of professional sports as of this very moment.
Yeah, you know,
Actually, no. What's his name? Nico Collins, the Mavericks GM. He's probably the most hated right now in all of sports.
I guess. But there's a saying out there, jack of all trades, master of none. Logan Paul is the jack of all trades. Boxing, promoting, YouTube creation, content creation, wrestling, everything. And he's a master of pretty much all. He has the cards. He has the certification. It's like a 1970s tool and die maker that all of a sudden is a millwright, electrician, a plumber, and CN Tower planner. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is Logan Paul. Yeah, can't say anything bad about him. He now faces now faces Rey Mysterio next week in an Elimination Chamber qualification match. There's not a doubt who's going. Sorry, I think I took Eric's words away from him. I apologize on that aspect.
No,
but,
don't apologize.
Logan
this
Paul,
is what everybody is thinking.
Logan Paul for next president. No, not really. Not really. He can do it. He can do it. You know.
He can definitely do it. He can definitely do it. But yeah, he's going into Elimination Chamber for sure, which I'm excited about. That's another thing too. As soon as the Rumble ended and you saw who won, you started to think to yourself, man, this Elimination Chamber is going to be stacked to the nines. Yeah. And it's going to be incredible. There's not going to be one guy that's in there that isn't a believable threat. All right. Talking about Elimination Chamber and qualifying matches. Next week, we're going to have Lyra Valkyria taking on Bayley in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. I wonder what's going to happen there.
Yeah, your Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, I saw another funny video online talking about how the NXT performers really showed out, and then they were showing all of the clips of Lyra Valkyria, and I was like, you know that she's been on the main roster for quite some time, and currently the IC title holder for the women's as well, right? I don't think they knew that, but they were like, yes, go NXT.
100%.
All right, go NXT indeed. Elimination Chamber qualifying match for this week, though, is Iyo Sky versus our lovely little Liv Morgan. And guys, we know what's going to happen here. We know what is going to happen here, right? Raquel is there. She's going to get involved. Our precious little Liv is making her way back into the Elimination Chamber. She's making her way back for that belt. She's still in the storyline. She's so cute, she's got to be on the screen. And you know what, Randy? She's gotten a lot better in the ring. A lot better in the ring over the last year. If you look at Liv Morgan pre-title run to now post-title run, it's a completely different wrestler. Completely different wrestler. Do you think that it is the Dirty Dom rub? What do you think it is?
No, I think it's just her. You say, look at her whole career from the New Jersey Liv Morgan. From NXT to now. I always liked her. I've always been a fan. Yes, the improvement on the mic, improvement on her wrestling. After this match, I'll talk a little about what I believe happened. I think something happened during this match. But yeah, there's nobody better than her right now. Rhea, you can argue. Like, I don't know. It's like Rhea or her. But to me, or don't tell Rob Arbig that, but to me, it's definitely Liv Morgan. Because Rhea was out for a bit. Don't get me wrong, Liv was out for a little bit too last year, right at the beginning. But yeah, she's the one that's kept the women's division on her back. And then handing it over to people like Rhea Ripley, handing it over
Yeah.
to people that are currently on it.
For
And
more or less for Netflix, really, for the Netflix
That's right.
move. If they didn't do the whole, we're launching on Netflix, they might have even held. Sorry, Liv might have even held that title for a little bit longer.
she's been
Take it
more
to a
entertaining.
pay-per-view.
She's been more entertaining on TV than Bailey. She's been more entertaining on TV than the majority or all of the women. Coming like Rhea coming back and doing what she's doing now. Yes, in there. I hate saying this person, but Nia Jax, geez, can be in the top 5 of the women right now. Don't shake your head at me. I know. I admit when I am wrong, but Nia Jax playing a big part
She
on
is.
everything. So, but yeah, Liv Morgan definitely is great. Sorry, that was a
Now-
long-winded answer. Eh?
No, that's okay. She definitely. Listen, you're right. Liv Morgan has definitely carried the women's division. Mommy had to take the break because Liv injured her, but it is what it is. She put in her dues. She dropped the title for the big sponsors, right? Just like Kofi did with Brock as soon as SmackDown moved to Fox. It's the same thing. It is really the same thing.
Mommy had to leave, and the step aunt came in and took care of us. That's all I gotta say, right? And
Making Raquel what? If Step Aunt is Liv, then who is Raquel? That's like your 7th cousin twice removed.
depends the theme of the what we're watching.
All right.
Whatever way. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
moving on. Sorry.
We're almost getting X-rated there with that comment.
Right.
So let's move
Yeah.
forward here really quickly before we start getting to okay. and we go from talking about that type of stuff to having to talk about beautiful, luscious Liv Morgan, which, by the way, I was watching it, and somebody who doesn't watch wrestling walks into the room and they're like, "Ooh, is that your girlfriend? You must really like watching wrestling for this reason." And I'm like, "Yep,
That's it.
can't say no to that. Can't say no to that." But yeah, Liv and Iyo, they look good here in the ring. Iyo Sky is always going to give us her high-flying action. We get some good high-flying action here in this ring. Like we said, Raquel is going to be there. Rhea, after being beat down, also has to stick her lovely nose into it with her black lips coming out looking like a goth mommy goddess. But anyways, I'll stop simping. Do I need
No,
to
not
stop
really.
simping?
Yeah,
No,
keep going.
probably.
Keep going, please.
Anyways, yeah, the match comes to an end here when Rhea Ripley cannot stop herself from throwing a punch. Disqualification. Iyo Sky is absolutely beside herself, mad at Rhea Ripley for getting involved. She loses her opportunity here at Elimination Chamber, and little Liv Morgan is going to Toronto.
Yep,
We
That's
got
right.
some gifts for her when she arrives.
that's
A
right.
STRAWS Raw t-shirt and all the bananas she wants. from
And a
Chiquita
hoodie.
Banana. And a hoodie.
And a hoodie. There we go. Yes, Liv winning, making it to the Elimination Chamber. I think this sets up or Rhea allowing Iyo to have a title match at Elimination Chamber. I think this is going to be one of the matches in Forgiveness, right? Where Iyo's going to lose anyways, but it doesn't make a difference. This match, though, I don't know if it was me. Everybody was saying how great of a match it was. I get the ending, too, the disqualification. Yeah, it's good. We haven't seen one of these in a bit. But I think something happened. It's either, there's one of 3 things. Liv was hurt somewhere or got like sort of concussed. 2, Raquel came out twice up onto the ring. So I think either the spot where she supposed to came in got mixed up because it looked a little conjumbled near the end there. Like nobody knew what was going on. Like Iyo went up for that finisher up the top rope 3 times. I think it was only supposed to happen like once or twice.
Right.
But when you looked at Liv Morgan's face, even beforehand, when they were outside of the ring, tussling it up, she didn't look right. If that makes any sense. That's only to me. It's only to me. Maybe I was just looking into it because I really look into Liv Morgan's eyes when I see her wrestle, right?
I was going to say, you're like one of the only men who is looking at her face when she's wrestling.
But I really look into her eyes, and it just didn't seem right. But yes, we get to see Liv Morgan at Elimination Chamber. Who cannot be excited for that? Rob Arbic, guess what? We might not see a reroute, Billy, but in turn, you might against Iyo Sky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. And then Io's going to take the L anyways, but it's going to be at least a little bit of redemption to get that match.
That's right.
All right, Kathy Kelly is here, folks, with the Biker Mice from Mars. Also acknowledge and respect for JD McDonough. But Chad Gable, who is also, by the way, learning the dark arts of Lucha Libre, is not impressed. He wants to see the gold on the Creeds and Ivy Nile. That's what he wants to see. Randy, who the hell is this dark arts Lucha Libre guy? Who could it be?
Oh, it has to be Dom. Or, what if it's just like me? When I'm out in public, I'm like a Clark Kent. People don't realize who I am, right? At all. But when I'm here on this show and everybody's looking at me and staring at me into my eyes, I put on a mask. And that's how I get dark. And it's like an illusion. It's like Clark Kent in his glasses. Maybe Chad Gable is going to be putting on a mask and making his way to the WWE roster. And we're not going to know who it is. It's the Gable machine.
It's Mr. America, but it's Mr. Mexico instead?
Mr. Mexico machine. Yes.
Oh, my lord. Oh, Randy. I hope you're wrong about that.
I really you're really thinking you know it's going that way.
I thought you were gonna say Dom Mysterio is gonna have a mask on or something.
No,
he's gonna embrace some type of alter ego.
No, it's Gable.
Oh God, it is Gable. Isn't it?
It is. It's himself teaching himself how to be a lucha libre with a mask.
Oh my God, it makes so much sense and it's so upsetting also at the same time. Okay, talking about upsetting. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring, and this is the first time I've said this ever on this show, but what the fuck is he wearing? Just absolutely insanity. It's just insanity whatever this man is wearing. Honestly, but
I know what he was wearing too. Shoot. I thought I messaged you last night. Hang on. While you talk, I'll try to look it up and send it to you.
Yeah, it's just absolutely terrible. Borrowed pieces of gear from everybody else to make whatever he is wearing there in the ring here to cut this promo. Before we cut that promo, though, we do get an official statement announcing that AJ Styles has made his way to WWE Raw now here full time. Randy, that was another pop that a lot of people aren't talking about that much. The return of AJ Styles. And when he returned, it was almost like the first time he came into the Royal Rumble. He got his old music back, his old gear back, looking a little bit less jacked too, which also helps when he's looking to do like the old AJ Styles thing. So AJ Styles is here on Raw, and that's great. I like it.
You're on Raw, and probably seen in next month on TNA. No, seriously.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know. You're absolutely right.
Mm.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But here, unfortunately, having him on Raw means that we're not going to see some Motor City Machine Guns, AJ Styles action going on, which would have been cool. Would have been cool indeed. All right, back into the ring. Seth Rollins has a lot to get off of his chest tonight. He is happy for Jey Uso. He was happy to see CM Punk get embarrassed by Logan Paul. And he also was happy that he took out Roman Reigns there at the Royal Rumble. Randy, work or shoot for the Reigns injury?
It's work. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's only like 12 appearances a year now, right? So
it has to be a work, and I still feel like he is going to make his way into the Elimination Chamber.
Roman?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Yeah, I think that your chamber is pretty much defined as soon as Jey Uso became the Royal Rumble winner. Your chamber is pretty much defined, and that goes Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul,
John Cena, and who's
the last guy? Jeez, I had this.
Sami Zayn in a wild card.
I think
unless. But I think it's Sami Zayn in the wild card.
Or Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy Orton.
Yeah, or Randy Orton. One of those guys. That's what I think.
Oh, it's good.
Anyways, yeah, Rollins lost the Rumble. Ha ha. That's it. You suck. But he calls out Sami Zayn for, He has some things that he needs to say to him. Sammy, a little bit skeptical during his entrance here. Everybody hates poor Sammy right now, right? Sammy's immediate future, all he's thinking about is tonight and CM Punk. Is he really? I don't know. Not really.
I would be.
He should be. He absolutely should do. Seth wants Sammy to put Punk's main event dreams in the dirt for good. It's not going to happen.
No, CM Punk, dude.
He's punky, man.
He's very punky.
He's hot, sexy, punky. No, I don't know about that, but that is a good Sean DePaul song. Sean DePaul. I'm not close again. Okay. Anyways, guys, we are here now at the main event of the evening. This is Elimination Chamber qualifying match. CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. I hope everybody is ready for nonstop Elimination Chamber talk on Raw and SmackDown for the next couple of weeks, because that's all we're getting. Chamber, 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 chamber.
100%.
Unless you're in Europe. I don't think they call it Elimination Chamber there. They call it something else.
No, they do.
No, there's one place where they can't call it chamber.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They call it the Auschwitz tussle. No, it's just
Auschwitz.
just terrible. All right. Main event of the evening here. CM Punk wrestling back to back almost. Randy, this is very rare for CM Punk as far as talking about somebody's in-ring work itself in comparison to promo work for multiple weeks and then getting a match or two trickled in there. CM Punk has wrestled in the Royal Rumble and he is wrestling in Monday Night Raw. And in the same lovely Bret Hart themed gear, may I add, as well. Right? Gotta love it. But this match, oh my God, it was the best thing ever. No?
Okay.
No
really.
action figures immediately?
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. But no, not really. Go ahead. Sorry.
Ooh, with a chalk line Bret Hart jacket as well.
Oh, there you go.
I would like
Take your money, eh?
Take my money and let's go straight into this match. Just like we go straight into a couple of near falls here almost immediately at the start of the match. We've got chops, we got slaps, we got Sami Zayn doing his thing. He's not talking, so he's not pointing at the camera, but he is going to be pointing at CM Punk. Punk himself just continues to look good in this match. Hey, he doesn't injure himself in the match as well, which is also a great thing for CM Punk. I was kind of worried about that during the Rumble also. I was like, this poor guy, anytime he gets in, he gets a little injured. Nice little throwback here where we see something that Punk doesn't do too often anymore, where he goes for his Anaconda Vice here on Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn always fights back, folks. He is the man. He is going to do what he has to do. Sami, this match is all about Punk being the guy who wants to go to Mania, the guy who is supposed to go to Mania, and Sami just being that underdog. And the poor underdog is always going to get moments, but he's not going to get what he needs to get. And he does get that moment here when he tries to go for a haluva kick and misses. We get some attempts here at some go to sleeps, blocked multiple times. Sami Zayn hits his little slam that he loves to do, his Blue Thunder Bomb here in the match. I love it how they throw back and make a shout back to a couple of weeks ago when he won with a Blue Thunder Bomb, something that we thought would never happen here on STRAWS Raw. But it did. It did happen eventually. The haluva kick is set up here, but Punk catches Sami and hits him with what is a very nasty looking go to sleep. I feel like he connected flush in the face with that knee. And guess what? CM Punk is going to Elimination Chamber. And it doesn't necessarily mean that Sami is not. He's just not getting in this way. Quick 10-minute match here in the main event slot. What happened needed to happen. But what happened after the match is definitely more of a shock and a twist when Kevin Owens runs, hits the ring, and attacks Sami Zayn. Oh, my Lord. Randy, were you expecting that?
No, I wasn't expecting it. But it definitely goes to what I said. Sorry, I was teasing you a little earlier on maybe the wild card position of Elimination Chamber. Kevin Owens giving the package pile driver to Sami Zayn. Will Kevin Owens be the wild card going into Elimination Chamber? I definitely think so. But I'll just go right into it. Like, I'm sorry, Eric, I'm going to cut you off right now. I'm going to go into what did I think? What did I think of this week's WWE episode of Raw on Netflix? The February 3rd Raw on Netflix. Well, welcome to In This Corner.
Love you, Randy.
Randy, that's enough. Mr. Randy. Randy. Randy.
Welcome to In This Corner with Zayn.
Well, Eric B., another episode in the Netflix library. This Raw was pretty good. It was the fallout from Royal Rumble, and it was pretty darn good. What did I like about it? Liv Morgan, yes, of course, making it into the Elimination Chamber, being able to do this by disqualification, a different way in. Rhea Ripley screws up with her friend, Iyo Sky. Definitely a like. New Day, dark. New Day going bad. Against Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio, with a little help from Logan Paul on the New Day side. Yes, New Day dark is good. We need New Day back in the tag team division just to freshen it up a little, because right now we've only had really like DIY and Motor City Machine Guns putting the stuff on. Charlotte Flair boos. We knew it was going to happen. Charlotte Flair was going to get booed left, right, and center. You can't put her in. There's no way that they should have put her in as face. Penta. I already explained about Penta and Kaiser. Yeah, I get it. Like, Penta, great opening. Great. I don't know. Zero acknowledgement with me on that aspect. But then we have the main event. Again, CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn will not be going to Elimination Chamber. And do I even think he'll be there? No. I think this sets up the feud with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania in one of the nights. That's my direction. Again, I believe Kevin Owens is going to be the wild card entry into this Elimination Chamber because Canada has to represent somewhere. So I believe it will be with Kevin Owens. But Sami Zayn may be interfering and making Kevin Owens lose that to headline at WrestleMania. That's my prediction on that. But what did I think of this episode, Eric B? I give it not as high ranking as I've been giving it the last couple of weeks. I give it 4.5 bananas. I screwed up the streak. I Brock Lesnar this Undertaker thing. Unfortunately. Oh shit, I can't say that word anymore. But yeah, I give it 4.5 bananas. That's it. This was
4.5 bananas from the Rand man himself. Just jumping in with his 2 cents. And you know what? We love his 2 cents. We love all of his cents. We love the cents. And I love doing the show with Randy. So Randy, thank you so much for giving us In This Corner every single week. Good episode of Raw. Good episode of Raw after the Rumble. Continues to build those feuds up and plant some seeds for the future. So guys, thank you for listening to me and Randy rant as we do so every week. And we love having you as our listeners. If you want to become, one of our listener questions for next week, Randy, where can they do that? How do they go about doing so?
Well, you can shoot us an email or a DM. We're always on Facebook. This is where I'm mostly getting the questions right now. So yes, definitely shoot me a DM, a direct message. Go to Huge Pop Radio, the Hub, Facebook.com/Huge Pop Radio, the Hub. And guess what? We are on the TikToks. Yeah, look up TikToks.
Ooh.
Oh, I am. I know Eric hasn't got his yet, but I saved one for you. I'm at Draw Straw Zayn on the TikToks. I'm gonna do reaction videos on the TikToks to see, like, as stuff happens. So I'm gonna try that, see if that works. In my mask, of course, because I'm too ugly. But yes, I'm on that. Follow our YouTubes. Our YouTubes we're close to 3,000, Eric. I think I'm gonna do a prize for 5,000. We're gonna do a special prize.
Okay.
But we are close to 3,000. It's youtube.com/@drawstrawsdraw. Please like, subscribe, and everything down below. And make sure to follow like the other shows, the Smack Daddies, Brad, the Dad, Father Greg. Great show here on the network. And Huge Pop, Donnie and Jimmy.
Yes.
Please follow them on Spotify. Yeah, 3 great shows on a great network. And that's your week of WWE programming from now on for a little bit. So just the 3 shows, just the 3 of us, and we're having fun. What about you, Eric? What about you? Where can they follow you?
They can just send me even like a friend request on the Facebooks. I'm down with that. The Facebooks is good. Or just follow us on the YouTubes. I think that's where we want our people to be the most, is on the YouTubes. You can send in questions there. You can send in requests, whatever you need to do. Hate mail? Not so much, please. We're
a lot of comments like, "Mommy is hot." We get it. We understand. Mommy is hot. Like, don't send us, man.
Yeah, I know. Mommy's on top. Oh, I want mommy on top of me. All of these things. Yes, I know. We know, folks. Don't worry. WWE knows too. And that's why we're going to get more Liv and more Rhea every single week. So, Mandy, like I said, thank you for doing the show for me, brother. But anytime you guys want to send us a question or a message, feel free to do so. Until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Liv Morgan. Laugh and love wrestling.
Deuces! Deuces!
I'm Chiquita Banana, and I've come to say bananas have to ripen in a certain way, and when they're flecked with brown and have a golden hue, bananas taste the best and are the best for you. You can put them in a salad. No, not yet, my dear. That greenish way you're looking means that you are ripe for cooking.
How about me?
No, no. When you are fully ripe, my dear, those little flecks of brown appear.
Me?
You're most digestible, my friend. Delicious, too, from end to end. You can put them in a pie, any way you want to eat them. It's impossible to beat them. But bananas like the climate of the very, very tropical equator. So you should never put bananas in the refrigerator. Bananas are a solid food that doctors now include in baby's diet. And since they are so good for baby, I think we all should try it. Oh! See.